19, almost. I'm 1 year off, 2019, live from Chicago. Chuck Harold, SecurityGuyTV.com, ASISTV.org. My next contestant, what's your name, sir?
I am Stuart Rawling. I'm from Pelco.
Of course you are. I've known you many, many years. One of my first shows. Remember when we had the
Yes.
GoPro?
Yes.
To go around? That was way back.
That was.
Back in the day.
We've come a long way since then, Chuck.
We have. Now, you said Pelco. You didn't say that other word that you used to say.
Yeah.
So tell us what's going on.
Well, we
Pelco's
have-
independent again.
Yeah, Pelco's an independent American company. We have new owners in a company called Transom Capital.
Okay.
And they are here to invest and basically grow the company into a new entity, which is really exciting for everybody else.
That's good. Well, and you know, when you used to say, and this is absolutely true, back in the day when we put in cameras, we'd say, "Where's my Pelco? Where's my?" You called the camera a Pelco.
Right.
You didn't call it a security camera
Right.
because Pelco was the security camera that everybody had. It was kind of the standard back then. So it's a great name brand, and I'm glad to see this new venture to kind of bring all that back, focus it. I think.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, the other venture, but now it's a single venture, and do what you do best. That's fantastic.
You know, we had a great meeting with a customer yesterday, and he was telling me about how he's got this building with 15-year-old Spectral analog cameras, and I'm like that. You know, that people love the brand and they love the history of the company, and they have those products that last forever, and we stand by them. And that's one of the things that we want to try and do is, you know, we want to go back to those days, and we want to bring back the trust and the value that people have.
I think there's a Pelco PTZ still at Sunset Gower Studios. It has to be 20-something years old.
Right.
And it still works. It's
I know,
fantastic. That's a lot to be said. Now, tell us what's going on with the new, let's call it a restart.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Any new things on the drawing table? What can we expect? Maybe a little part of the new business plan. What's going on?
Well, I think one of the things that the new owners have done, they've come in and they've spent a lot of time working with the employees and a lot of time working on things like getting a strategic direction set and agreed, so that we can actually build the future moving forward towards a known point, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the things I've been working on is working on product roadmap stuff, working on market strategy stuff, and as part of that, helping focus all of these individual groups that were within Pelco along the same railroad tracks, right?
Right.
And so we can start to spin down that. So we've been going through this transition now for about 100 days, and I have never been busier at Pelco.
Well, it's fantastic.
And it's been really exciting times. Like, the future really is positive, and I'm super excited as many of the employees here, because we have somewhere to go, and we have a way to get there, and we have people pushing us along as well.
Now, I just heard an announcement yesterday about an 8K video camera, and I said, that's great, except I can't play it on my 2001 HP desktop. There's not enough memory, right?
Right.
Where are you guys going in the digital world with that and resolutions? And do we need an 8K digital camera for video? I don't know. I mean, it's great, but where do you stop? Are we going to get a moon camera pretty soon? We can,
Well, I mean, ultimately, the issue is that you want cameras pointing at places, right?
Right.
And then at some point, you're going to have enough pixels on that target to get the information or the detail that you need. So if you're in a corridor, for example, that's not a good place to put an 8K camera if you're just pointing it at a door.
Well, that's true.
A lower megapixel will
Right.
be perfectly adequate. If you're in a stadium, an 8K camera might make a lot of sense because you're only able to zoom in a long way and.
So
see
it is that
people.
I'm going to call it a design and build thought,
Right.
where we don't just go sell it.
Yeah.
We sell what works and what's
Well,
appropriate.
I think that's the thing that I think the industry's starting to change, and certainly Pelco's starting to change in the direction of we're making products that suit applications.
Right.
We're not making products that meet a technology spec or a price point, right? And that's ultimately, I think, where there's a lot of shifting and changing happening across the industry, and we're with the new ownership, that's what we're hoping to lead.
What's going on with GDRP, if you know? That's impacting a lot of security things in Europe. I'm sure your products in Europe are maybe not cameras so much, right? Because you're not storing data, but you are storing images. And I think privacy issues might turn into, you know what? As a manufacturer, you have to put something on your camera that complies with some privacy thing. I can't think what that is, but you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah. I mean, GDPR has been there's been a lot of attention, right? But let's be honest. In Europe, there's been data protection laws for decades. And it's very different than here in the US.
Right. How always has been then.
Right.
Okay.
Always has been that way. And there's certain countries that require cloud storage to be in situ in the country, like in Germany and things like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
These type of things have been happening for a lot. What's different now is that basically we've got, it's almost like a digital bill of rights in Europe. One of those rights is the right to be forgotten. So GDPR institutionalizes that and allows people to request that data about themselves is removed. Now, when that comes to video data,
Yeah, more difficult to do.
it is, because you've got to be able to do two things. You've got to be able to find the video, as in
Right.
recognize the people, which adds things like facial recognition into the equation.
And if you facial recognize them, you are violating their
And
privacy.
So it creates a very interesting scenario.
Yeah.
So that one's kind of playing out. We obviously everything we're doing at Pelka is going to be complying with the laws and making sure that our customers can comply with those laws. But we're on this new world where we're trying to navigate the separation between the technology and the privacy.
And right now the manufacturers aren't involved too much, but I think they will be.
Right.
So you're going to be ahead of it. That's because you already know about it, right?
Right. That's what we try to do.
Stuart Riley, Pelco.com, one of my favorite guys and favorite products here at GSX 2019. Now, I'll be really impressed if you remember your booth number.
2752.
All right, he got it. Fantastic. Did he get it right? All right, he got it right. All right. Back in a minute here at GSX 2019 Chicago, SecurityGuideTV.com, ASISTV.org. Stuart, good to see you, buddy.
Good seeing you
Thanks,
too,
man.
Jeff. Thank you.